Hello, everybody in the Poetry Corner universe. Here we are, another Tuesday. And our topic today is beautiful living. I have my two guests here tonight, LaPearl and and also Adrian, Miss VIP. How you ladies feeling tonight?
We're good.
Wonderful.
That's right. I hope y'all out there with that beautiful living.
Oh, yeah. I love my life.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Everybody in the chat, I would like for you to engage with us on this topic, beautiful living. And I'm glad y'all could be with us tonight. Don't forget, click like and subscribe to the channel so you can get more notifications of what's going on the Let's Talk channel, Poetry Corner. Thank you. So we're gonna start this off right. LaPearl, how you feel about beautiful living?
I feel like beautiful living for me is the life that I live. I'm surrounded by my soul tribe. I'm blessed with being able to engage unique, gifted individuals on a daily basis. And my family, as much as they work my nerves a little bit, I still have them in my life, and I'm ever so grateful for it. And I do what I love every single day. And I got a great relationship with the Creator, and it don't get no better than that for me. I think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what's up. I know personally myself, I just appreciate the love. You know, I appreciate all my siblings, my cousins. You know what I mean? Don't have nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? You just stay in tune with the Creator, as you said, and make and allow everything to become beautiful. You know what I'm saying? With your everyday life, no matter the ups and downs.
Right.
You wake up in the morning, and it's a beautiful day.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, Adrian, we'd like your take on it. All right.
To me, at first it was all about the hustle and the bustle and obligations and responsibilities and this. And then when you tone it down, start taking a breath for yourself, a breather, then everything opens up and you learn. It's all about learning. It's in the head, first of all. It's all in the head. You have to have a choice. This day is going to be beautiful, no matter if sky is gray, rain, snow, whatever it is. And it's a choice. So my world is great. I'm affianced and grandchildren, ready for Christmas, and everything is just happening. It's beautiful. Parents are still hanging in there, and it was great.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, I was driving home from work earlier, right? So I had an epiphany about something. Now, I was talking to one of my peoples. Sometimes I can't really remember a lot of things. You know, you're driving, you're trying to pay attention. And I said to myself, like, how can a person live in a house with no windows? You know what I mean?
Ooh.
How can you live in a house with no window? So where do you find your potential? You don't have enough air to breathe. And I'm like, so I'm telling him, I said, yo, when I hung up on the phone with you, write that down. You know what I'm saying? I need to write a poem about that.
Mm-hmm.
But it made sense to me later on when I reread it. I'm like, huh, that's deep right there.
It is.
What's the hidden meaning behind that? You know what I'm saying? Do they try to reconstruct their home, or do they try to make a window? Or could it be the windows? Could it be your eyes? You know what I'm saying? The windows to the soul?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get into those zones like that. But
it's a lot of ways to take it.
Yeah, and that's why I was thinking about the topic tonight, like beautiful living. You know what I mean? So you got to start from the beginning. You know,
absolutely.
You know, my thing is my second question is, how do people out there find a beautiful way of living? What can they do? Like, you know, when things become so heavy on your plate,
you have to be okay with where you're at, first of all. Okay, that means accepting that it is what it is right now in this moment. And like we kind of mentioned last night, understand that it's only temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there is something to look forward to. There's always something to look forward to. Okay, as long as you are here every single day. I mean, we don't know when our time is up when we going home, but as long as we are here every day, you have to focus on moving forward, and don't try to like have control over everything. That's maddening. Okay, because when you the least little slip up or the least little thing that goes wrong, now you're going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You're going crazy because you feel like I can't control this. What am I going to do when it's not even necessary? Okay, and let me reiterate on that what you said about a house with no windows. It's like you said, that's a metaphor that can be used in 1,000 different ways. And when you said that, it hit me like I'm thinking about the person themselves having such a high wall up, trying to protect themselves, that they are shutting themselves off from the world. Okay. And that's not healthy. It's not good. It's fine and good to pull back and do some reconstructing, do some reassessing, and figuring out, taking the look around. That's why I always say, stop and smell the roses. Take some time for yourself. It's nothing wrong with that, but you got to have some kind of an opening, some kind of connection to what's outside of you. Because the creator, he didn't design us to be completely shut off and alone. Okay. It's no way a person can live like that. You know, literally and figuratively, you cannot live like that. We have to converse with one another. We have to have some kind of connection with what's going on in the world and what's outside of us. You can't just stay completely inside, because that's insanity. There's nowhere to go. Okay?
Yeah.
What did they say? The worst prison is the prison in your mind.
Oh, absolutely.
True facts. Yeah, like I said, it was Adrian, you want to add on to that?
You know, everything that La Perla Negra has said is mindfulness. You have to be in the moment, and you have to be present for yourself. You got to get up, show up. And that's every day. And whether you want to or not, somehow something is going to galvanize you or be an incentive to get up and show up. So the thing is you know, the second you had said, like a house with no windows, I was taken back some years before I retired. I was in a building with no windows at all.
Oh, really?
And I was walking every day like, Lord, help us out, because people could get in, but the staff couldn't leave until it was like lunchtime or quitting time. And I would actually take a break like almost every 10 minutes or an hour and go out the door and then come back in. And people was like, why are you doing that? I said, because I feel stifled. It's like a prison. No one can leave, but everybody could come in, and all the clients could come and go. But it was just us. And when you only have just people that you're dealing with, it feels like you're being cloistered. So that can't be the only thing La Perla Negra said. We have to have outside influences. You can't just be caged in. So it's so true. It's so true. But be mindful. It was funny. I didn't think I had a beautiful life at first. I was a klutz. I broke almost every dish in my kitchen, and I'm tripping, and 2-car accidents and back throws out. And I said, wait a minute, hold up, slow down. And now I've become mindful. I still trip sometimes Sometimes, but where, and sometimes too, you have to call it out. Whatever's bothering you, don't keep it in. You'll call that out and say, hey, I don't choose to live like this. I'm going to live this way. And you got to go.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's how I really see that. It's in the mind. You're right.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking. No, good.
No,
Ladies,
okay, it's like this. I don't know if when I was a kid, I used to catch little bugs, and we used to have these. We have these where I grew up. We have these little tiny miniature frogs. We used to catch, and we would put them in like a little container or a jar, and later on we would get like a little terrarium for them. But because it was a particular size and there was no way out, they couldn't thrive, so they wouldn't grow. And that's with anything.
Right.
If you are contained within a box, or like you said, in that building, and there's no windows, you can't thrive. That's why you left out like you did, to get some air, get some nutrients. You can't grow. It stunts you because you don't see anything else. You can't connect with anything. So therefore, it's like a plant with no sunshine. Whenever there's a plant, what do they call it?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Everything gets nutrients and everything it needs from the sun. But if there's no sun, the plant won't reach, it won't thrive, it won't grow. It'll just stay right exactly where it's at, because it doesn't know anything to reach for. So it works the same for us.
And that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm thinking, you know how my brain be. I was just thinking on all different things. I'm like, okay, you in a house, you know what I mean, with no windows. Where did your mind go?
Right.
That will take a lot of discipline to be adapting yourself to that environment. But I'm saying to myself, okay, now what about if it's the vessel? Because this is a house, you know what I mean, that holds your spirit and your soul. You know what I mean? So if there's no windows, if there's no windows, you're not allowing people to look in. You know what I mean? Through your eyes. You know what I mean? So, a lot of times that's why they say on oneness with yourself, or be open to others. You know what I'm saying? And that's that communication. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's like Danielle said, you know, it's metaphorical. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just want the people in the chat just to hear us talk that talk. You know what I mean? Just to get things out the window. You know what I mean? Open the window. You know what I'm saying? Get some air, breathe on it. Anything you're going through in life, breathe on it, so you can have that beautiful living. Right. You can make sure you have that beautiful living by having yourself in a certain position of living. You know what I mean? Anything could be beautiful. I see it even with this poetry that we do. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. That's a beautiful living, and that's why I know I'm having a beautiful time when you know what I'm saying, hosting and you know what I'm saying, doing these poetry books and just being in tune with other poets who I call a family. You know what I mean? So I'm making a mark with this beautiful living, you know, being in that position. You know. So let me ask you a question. How's your beautiful living within the poetry? Being hosting the shows, you know what I mean? Reciting, jumping on different platforms and stuff. Like, how is that a beautiful living to you?
To me, oh man, I'm gonna tell you, like I've been saying this a lot lately, because it's true. What I am experiencing on a daily basis since I got into putting my voice out there, which happened like 6 years ago. Poetry is everything to me, not just because I can express what's going on with me and I can, my words can reach out and touch people, but it's the connections that I am making with these beautiful, wonderful individuals I'm surrounded by now. It's got to be one of the most beautiful experiences that I am having right now in my lifetime. Had somebody told me about 10 years ago that this kind of life, this kind of energy existed, these kind of people, the pureness of your heart and your energy and the goodness in you exists, I would have thought you were speaking a foreign language to me, because I didn't know this side of life. The way that I was living and what I came from was nothing but toxicity. So I didn't know this part of the world existed. So this is more, it goes beyond beauty. This is exquisite for me. I love it. I love it. And I will never, ever, ever try to change it, ever. It's beautiful.
That's what's up. All right, Adrian?
Well, for me, I'm sort of like Danielle. I loved my life as a child. And you grow up, you get married, you have kids, you get divorced and all that stuff, and you go through all these metamorphoses. But yet, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow. And some of it was toxic, some of it was, there were spots that were good. And then when you finally come to where you can totally express yourself with no judgment, no nothing. And that's what I love about the poetry world, because coming into Epiphany, it really was the best thing that happened to me too. I was a story writer. I write stories. I never wrote poetry. And one day it's like, go ahead, write. I'm thinking, okay. And it's been awesome ever since. Hosting with La Perla Negra, I mean, we make a great team. She's the sultry and I'm the sultry, she's the sexy, one of them, But it all works. And every time I see her on a stage and you writing books, it kind of, enervates me to do something too. So I already know I will be on the stage by next year.
I know that's right.
Next year.
That's right.
And maybe another book is in, but I'm not sure about that. I just think I like the poetry. Yeah. It's you can write as beautiful as you want, or you can kill somebody if you want. But mostly, my area, my genre will be on the erotica romance side. Yeah. So that's what makes it beautiful for me.
Hey, that's what's up. And I mean, that's one of the reasons why, excuse me, the 22nd book, this one right here, that's why I titled it Eyes from the Sky. I believe in cycles, but sometimes I don't like certain cycles. So my first book in 2017 was Through My Eyes from the Sky. Which basically took place back then. So it just came to me. I was like, Eyes from the Sky. And I've been feeling very high spirited through my grandfather's presence and essence, and also my dad's. So that particular book, I became a little more personal. Opening the window, and letting people see a little more on the personal side of me. There's literature and there's poetry in it too. So it's a little more personal. I just opened that window and was like, okay, just put it out there and also a reflection of the certain people in my life growing up that helped me along the way. So I just appreciate everything has been a beautiful living. And I definitely in the poetry community, I remain very vibrant. I'm saying? I'm a fan of different people, different poets, their styles, their formations and cadences, wordplay and everything like that. And never even think on somebody like being whack, nothing like that. Everybody had time to grow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have, since starting PC, so, it's beautiful living on that, taking care of the elderly, the job that I do, the workforce, and just living and being a narrator out in the world, you seeing everything. And when if you feel like you're not having a beautiful living, you can make yourself and allow yourself, excuse me, to have one, friends, associates, family, just drive yourself to that connection. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Because within each belt, there has to be a passageway for you to walk into obtaining that beautiful living. And besides that, you're walking and breathing and whatnot. You know what I mean? So that's a beautiful
right.
living by itself.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Absolutely.
So, and now that we walk down the street, hey, let's pop off a little poetry and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, let's get busy and chat. Oh, no, I'm always trying to be a gentleman. So, ladies first.
Okay.
Eva, you want to go first?
Okay, I can do that. This piece does not have a title. I just finished it for the show. All right. Beside the water of the ocean, I breathe in gladness, gratitude, and peace of the now, and exhale sadness, trials, and tribulations of the past. I let the water ground me, and I think how beautiful my life is. Let me explain. In spite of the fact there's rain, I can smile. Where before there was pain in every joint. The world was void of color to me. It was dull, not vivid. Slow down if you get my point. Before I couldn't see life as beautiful, I was giving myself until I switched to autopilot. And like a plane, I crashed. Because life took and didn't give. It wasn't a way to live. And then the sun comes with its rays of hope, making the skies clear, and colors show in the sky, the trees, and the land. Love is at hand, bringing peace of mind. Then I can cope. When I really sit to think of things, I realize beautiful living is in the mind. It's not keeping busy. It's relaxing, enjoying what you do. To yourself being true, staying grounded. And that is why I go to the water. And that's that piece.
All right.
Yes,
you.
Yeah.
Love that. That was beautiful.
Definitely was on point.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. I have a piece. It ain't as magnificent as my divas, but I'm gonna try. This is called Sky Dance. We are will always be my favorite part of poetry, because it's amazing how poetry can prompt a being to make anything from anywhere and breathe life into it. Like, no matter how badly it hurts, you can still make a heartbreak sound absolutely beautiful. But it's sad how the one you make the best memories with can someday become just a memory. Even if I was lost on the darkest of nights among the brightest stars in the heavens, his heart would still shine through and lead me home. I was so enamored with him, so love was never a problem. Sometimes we could talk for hours without uttering a single word because our eyes spoke their own language. But when we lost sight of what we meant to each other, what we really were, the conversations just ended. There's a story to be told behind my eyes, but I'm not ready for it to be read. So I tend to look away while my soul is dancing with its reflection for now, because I won't allow anyone to look that deep into them again. Not just yet. He left me with too many unanswered reasons why we are is no more. And with no kiss goodbye, it shall remain an unmended wound, because all he does is roam around in my mind without touch. They say it's because I need closure, but I don't think that exists. Just dreams echoing clarity of an amended soul remains. So as much as I want to revisit that place of we are, I refuse, because I know that I won't find us there. no matter how hard I look. But just know that will always be my favorite part of poetry. And that's that piece. That is not the piece that I intended on reading, but
it's all right. It's all right. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
And King, the
What's
mic
up?
is yours. Oh, you ain't getting away.
I wasn't gonna slide off like that. You know, I just this piece I titled "Beautiful Life." I'm a modernized version of a man who gave me life. When things go left in my life, he bring me life. It's the true understanding of what's to be outside of me. I guess the apple doesn't fall too far away from the tree. Thought we all could gather at a table and discuss the world. More bullshit to the side and address issues at hand. Ugly behavior, who the creator of nonsense? Best believe my content hold the context of others' living. I change to be better while my flaws are being corrected. There's a method, strings on life can pull you out of drama. Why entertain and kill your dreams of excelling fast? Discard the mask, enjoy the laugh, and start a new beginning. King.
All right. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Oh, I like that piece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to switch everything up a little bit right now.
Okay.
And as this, I'm going to bring one formation into another. How do you move when you bend the rules?
Ooh.
Just to have a beautiful life.
Yo, like I said before, I tell everybody rules don't apply to me. I've always gone against the grain because I found out a long time ago that no matter how many times you bend to their will or try to satisfy them or just be what they want you to be, follow their rules that are set in place, can't make you can't make people happy. You know, it's never going to be enough. So when I came to realize that, I started doing my own thing. You ever see that show? What was it, Sesame Street or the Electric Company? One of these kids is doing their own thing. One of these kids is not the same. That's me. I'm that kid. Yeah. Okay. I've always done it my own way because following someone else's rule of thumb or whatever, it didn't work for me. People still treat you really crappy no matter how hard you try to appease them and just go along with it. Even in the workplace, trying to do more than what is required of you only makes them use you more. It doesn't make them appreciate you or reward you. So I do my own thing. Okay, I'm a rule breaker. And that's what keeps me at peace. Okay.
Well, you know, in life, even with management and corporations and everything, people tend to bend. Well, the corporation, the people, the management under them, you know, to keep things active. That's just real world stuff. We all tend to not break the rules, bend the rules of law. So this can happen and that can happen. You know what I mean? So people are saying, "Oh, no, they're breaking the rules." No, they're not breaking the rules. With anything you do in life, you're bending the rules to make sure things are structured and they go well with everything that's in play. You know what I mean? So me, the rules are the rules with me. I'm just like, okay. I mean, why you did it like that? And you said I'm like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just bent the rules a little bit. You know what I mean? So, you know, for every action is a reaction. You know what I mean? So
that's exactly right.
Look, it's all good. Don't think too heavy on it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep moving. Ain't that what they say in the song? Keep on moving. You know what I mean?
That's right. Keep on moving, don't stop. No, that's one of my favorite songs. Oh yeah.
You got to. Adrian, we gonna apply that question with you. Give us your take on it.
You know what? My thing is this. if you're in a specific place and you have to follow the rules, you're going to be stifled because everybody's doing the exact same thing. And if you're self-motivated, you're going to bend some rules sometimes. You go, look, I'm going to go out on my own right quick, but I get the job done.
Right.
And that's how I feel.
Right.
You can't. And then when you do bend the rules, and especially for the good of everybody else,
Right.
then the job gets done more effectively.
Right.
And
Thanks. Thank you.
So that's why I think it's okay to bend the rules sometimes. It's not going, if it doesn't hurt anybody, then why not?
But I mean, even with that application set forth with having a beautiful living, you know what I mean? You can't just soldier up and like, I'm gonna do it this way or do it that way. You know, sometimes you have to you have to crisscross. You know what I mean? Whoever said that you have to go straight ahead? You know what I mean? There's different directions that you can take. Yeah. You can take the scenic route to get to where you're going in life. You know what I mean? So that's how I do mine. When I take the scenic routes or whatever spirit tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'll go this way, I'll go that way. It's just like what I'm thinking. I'm for one, poetry wise, I might write a poem one way and then recite it a whole different way. Just change up the cadence on it. You know, it's like somebody may say, "Oh, well, the way I read it, Joe," I'm like, I just wanted to go a different direction on it." You know what I mean? It might be written as hip hop, but I might put it into a spoken word flow, slow it down a little bit, and just monetize it on it. Just make it smooth. Make it do what it do, baby. No.
No, that's right. I know that's right.
So, I mean, that's what it's all about. Beautiful living. You know what I'm saying? Bend the rules sometimes so you can move. You know what I mean? Switch it around. So yeah. But you ladies have another poem?
Of course. Sure. Of course.
I just thought I'd ask. You might be shy tonight.
I got something. Or Diva, you want to go first?
It's your turn now.
Okay. All right. This is an older piece. Most of my pieces I'm pulling are older pieces. So this is called Thick Sister. Let me tell you about the strength of a thick sister. She's more than a prize, you see, but will not advertise her trauma or worries. The strength in her she's gained will not allow for it to show. However, the strength in her thickness of her thighs is more than just the diameter emphasized. So perfectly proportioned, looking like they're creating time. And she don't even have to exercise. The jiggle is the balance in her stride and keeps each step sure-footed with pride. The width of her hips supports the weight of a newborn babe's life. And ain't no slipping. Full buttocks and breasts, naturally round with that amazing bounce, form that deep arch in her back. You just can't mistake that. It ain't no slack in that. Her shoulders carry the weight of the world unconditionally, with straps from pocketbooks and packages and bags and just everyday striving to be. And though she walks with her head held high, she's still addressed as, "Hey sis," or "How you doing, queen?" or "Sup, ma?" "Hey girl, come here. Damn, you just jumped out of my dreams." And that famous line, "Ooh, melanin goddess dripping with thickness." Instead of just a simple, "Hello, miss. I hope you're having a pleasant day. My name is such and such, and I would like to get to know you. Oh, and by the way, would you mind telling me your name?" So don't be intimidated by her curvy, swervy loveliness, because she looks like moonlight walking even during the day. You can get to know her. Just be sensible and respectful, because she'll give you a little leeway. But don't be full of yourself because she paid you some attention. You know that common mistake some arrogance can make when a thick sister opens to his charm. because in doing so, you done set off an alarm. So don't make her uncomfortable with arrogant actions and talk. Because a thick sister, just like any other woman, will pick up all that she is and walk. And that's that piece.
Hey.
I
Say,
love
hey.
Thank you.
That's what's up. Beautiful piece, Danielle.
Yeah.
For everybody out there in the chat, I'd like to appreciate y'all tuning in. Click like and subscribe to the channel. Get those notifications. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you really laid it down with that piece, though. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Miss VIP.
Well, I was thinking if it's okay to go back to Monday night to when I bend the rules.
Good. Do you?
All right. When I bend the rules, I move like a thief in the night. I step on no toes. Nobody knows what I'm doing is right. I use stealth and inner vision. Not much stops me on a mission. I don't have to dress in black. I don't have to say a thing. No one will ever see it coming. No need for a ring. Because this way, I'll never come back. When I bend the rules, I move like a zephyr. No one will ever see me. And if you're blessed, what I leave you is free. No need to ever thank me. I stay in the light. I've been blessed always before. I have no ill will, no regrets. Whatever comes will be. I'll not stop bending the rules to bless someone. It's no ulterior motive. It blesses me. And that's that piece.
All right now. All
I
right.
know that's right. Stay in the light, diva. I know
Stay
that.
in the lights, shining bright on you, girl. Showtime. Nah. Man, that was a beautiful piece. I
Thank you.
hearing it when I heard it before. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
Awesome.
Well, this piece, I had a conversation with a couple of my cousins earlier today. So, you know me, I like to be a narrator. So, I'm going to go with this. It's called Beauty. Probably go to hell. Speaking truthfully is beautiful. Older brother youthful. See if this poem's suitable. Daughter of a cougar, learning many maneuvers. Where's your mom's at? I'm not ready to do you. Some other might be used to applying pimp tactics. You're not a big girl now at 33, a young actress. I'm a full-grown man that walked the land of gravel, that speak to lovely ladies without the bad hassle. Touch women mentally, then physically and spiritually. Strong strength ability expand throughout vicinities. Former New York City trooper from Upper Manhattan. Ran with generals, commanders, lieutenants, and captains. Learned to man up, hold my position with attention. My description is the discipline that respond fifth dimension. Don't ask why, my sharp eyes look bright and very deep. Language speak underneath a different speech, call me a sheik. Okay.
All right. Wow.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That was dope. Like,
yeah, sometimes I just snatch essence from people when talking about things, and I just like add that, mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I don't speak to little girls. I speak to young women.
I know that's right.
ladies,
Right.
some of that, you know what I mean?
I hear that.
Other people go do you. You know what I mean? Well, but I like to put a spin cycle on things. You know me, when I just be like throw it in the air when I. But yeah, this life we living in right now. I mean, a lot of folks, we have to let's like band together. You know what I mean, and just really like apply things and put things in perspective. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you got to move a little differently out here. I mean, it's really like somewhere else, but we can find joy in all the things that we do. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, anything, whether writing, whatever you have the passion for. You know what I'm saying? Open your mind to it and just walk that direction.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be a Debbie Downer, as my client always say. My client always be on that. He be like, listen, Debbie Downers. Be careful, Joe. I'm like, dude, on that. But I just be like, okay. But I don't think about things like that. People go through things in life and whatnot, but always reach out. You know what I'm saying? And just find your way through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like find a better purpose. I mean, absolutely. If this ain't working out for you, try something else until you find what's greater than all the spectators think of you. You know what I mean? We all practice stillness. Be one with yourself. Protect your inner being. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I mean, hey. Well, ladies, I have a question too. Another one. Me on that. Where do you find the beautiful living to take over the ugliness that's surrounding you?
Ooh.
Stevie, you take that first.
You're saying where to find it?
Yeah, where to find the beautiful living of life. You know what I'm saying? With all the ugliness that's going, being in the midst of all that ugliness that's going on in the world, or people, places, and things. You know what I mean?
Right. I think what you must do is stay in the light. Now, what I mean by that is through it all, we know death and life occur every day. And the ugliness of the world, the prejudices, the biases, the look at somebody wrong and they're ready to fight and all that kind of stuff. You have to really stay solid, stay straight. And as you're doing you, hey, look, I don't have time for all that. Now, of course, if it's a loved one or something happens like really bad, you just really have to ask the Creator for help. And I think that in itself, or go to a place that grounds you. Because see, I like walking, and I really love the beach. And I have to really, like in my piece, I have to exhale all that stuff out. And then when I look back up, I see the beauty of the sky. You see things around you, you see life. Exactly. And I think that's what helps me as a person. You just have to stay, like Diane said, stay in the moment. And if something happens, call it out and say, hey, not today. This is bad. And I'm gonna pray for y'all, and then keep it moving. Because if you wallow in it, it's going to fester and it's going to just mess everything up. That's how I think. That's how I see that.
Thank you for that. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I hope everybody's out there listening. These are things that we're just trying to bring forth encouragement with everybody to show the love. You know what I mean? There's no hate on this gate. Just show love. Word.
That's true.
La Perla Negra.
Oh man, there's something that I firmly believe in, and I try to stress this to people, because it's way too often that we allow people to pull us into their negativity, that dark realm that they're living in of madness and anger and hate. Never allow your dislike for someone to make you bitter and spiteful and small. Okay? Try to stay away from giving into those feelings and those emotions and those hateful words that you want to say all the time. When you can control that side of you and you keep that at bay, or you just recognize it is what it is, that person, what they're doing, it really doesn't have anything to do with me. And if it does, well, that's a personal issue that they're dealing with, and you keep it moving, you will find a peace, a beautiful side of life that you have never, ever known. And it works for me. You just, like my diva said, and you said, stay in the light. I live in the light. I love being in the light, okay? It's not that I'm exposing everything in my world, okay? Because I got some personal issues, but, excuse me, I stay on the lighter side of life because it's good and it's healthy. We weren't designed to hold on to anger and hate and sit in and wallow in depression. we get our hearts broken naturally because we lose out on certain things. We have to let go of certain things, but you can't stay there. You have to understand that life is still beautiful and it's to be lived. So that's pretty much, that's where I'm at with every aspect of my life. You know, when I feel myself getting down about something, I think of every possible aspect before I let myself get settled or become complacent with what's going on right then and there. Right. Because I know that there is an answer for everything, why these things are happening, why it's going on the way it's going on. I'm very, very patient. My mother used to say I got the patience of Job. Okay. And yeah, I kind of lost it over the years having kids, you know, but I got it back. I got it back.
Hey, that's
y'all stay in the light. Okay.
You know, one thing is I want to let everybody know, even when they catch the playback, is whatever you have the passion to do out there, don't ever let anything or anyone stop you from achieving your goal to do. Don't look at yourself and say, well, I ain't got it like this person and that person. Be in your own lane. Do what you feel your heart tell you to do. Whatever type of craft that you have, whether writing or making things, creating things, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Be exuberant with everything that you do. Because who know yourself better than yourself? You know, you have that power to do whatever you want to do. And if you need a helping hand, if you don't have a friend, associate, or family member, hey, reach out to King Atterbury. I have a whole posse of people that's doing things, content creators, and tell a friend, because I'm definitely going to tell my friends. Right. Like I said, reach out to me on that. And any poet that want to come on to the show, reach out. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever feel that you don't have it, that you ain't got it. Because we here for everybody. That's right. Know, we don't judge. You know what I'm saying? We give hugs. Hugs of opportunity. You know what I mean? So we embrace the love here. You know, that's what we do on Poetry Corner. You know, we've been here since 2020 and we still rock it. You know what I'm saying? Through the grace of the creator, you know. So, ladies, we're gonna end the show with a poem to go. So I'm gonna go on road. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna start with Adrian. Oh, she Miss VIP.
Do an old one.
Oh, okay.
This is called Stretching My Pen. Stretching my pen means I expand my mind, use words, metaphors to express everything I'm trying to say. It can also mean to write every day, which I can't do. I need a muse, a prompt. Maybe I just need you. Stretching my pen means using my wildest imagination, brainstorming, having a pen and notebook beside my pillow, writing down every sensation. If iron sharpens iron, I want to be sent pieces that will stretch my pen. I love sexy, sultry, and zen, beautiful pieces that make me swoon, that makes me want to really write deep in the night in my bedroom. The best is when stretching my pen makes me write as a woman in love. I can dream all day, say what I want to say. I can shine, soar to the heavens above. And what I like best, I can do what I want when I say when. This is what it really means, stretching my pen. And that's that piece.
Ooh. Stretching the pen just to begin.
Wow.
That was beautiful. I like that. Yeah. Definitely.
Man.
Okay. La Perla Negra.
You know what? I got excited when you said the title of your piece because I went to I Will Never Put My Pen Down. Ooh. And I'm like, what? So that's the title of this piece. I will never put my pen down because my poems are never finished, just paused. They're never finished because my poetry is me, and I'm still here. I will never put my pen down. I have layers upon layers to me, and as they are peeled back, I just find different ways to put continuous expressions of me on separate pieces of paper. I will never put my pen down. Even after all the years of watching them play pretend through distorted masks, plastic additives, and the now filters, I still don't do societal makeup that you can just wash off and rinse down the sink. They're only labels, and labels aren't written in permanent ink. So I will never put my pen down. I am like a book filled with many, many stories. Some are intriguing, some will break your heart, some will make you happy and brighten your day, and some will definitely provoke thought. From you being disenchanted, peering into my life, wondering and questioning, how can this be? I'll never put my pen down. Though I try to simplify the many aspects of my personality's behavior, for some, still I remain a misunderstood entity. But one thing's for sure, I am guaranteed to be the page turner of an interesting read. I will never put my pen down. When the universe says my purpose in this life is fulfilled, that is when I will know when my poem is complete. Until then, my heart will pump ink and I will never put my pen down. And that's that piece.
All right.
I love that. Every
Yeah, that
time I
was
hear it, I love
beautiful.
it.
It
Yes.
definitely was.
Thank you.
Well, before
Yes.
before I go into my piece, can you let everybody out there in the Poetry Corner universe know where they can find you on social media?
Of course, of course. Well, you can find me under my real name, Danielle Cheney, on Facebook. Um, and I'm also at Epiphany Radio. The dial in number is 319-527-6300. And we have a show on there every night of the week at 9 o'clock, except for Friday nights, those are 10 o'clock shows. Um, I co host with my sexy, sultry voice diva here, Miss VIP, on Wednesday nights at 9 in the Erotic Love Zone. On Friday night, well, every other Friday night, you can catch me co-hosting with Anonymity in Iron Sharpens Iron, and that is from a Royal Pens perspective. And Saturdays, it's still a little iffy, but um, every other Saturday, you can catch me as the host of Poetic Therapy. And that's a place where you can come and release some mental stress through some open mic poetry and some healthy conversation, or just some smooth grooves from my playlist. But y'all come on by Epiphany. Every night of the week, we got something for you. Diva.
um, you can find me on Facebook at my name, Adrienne Showell. And as my diva said, my show is with her every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So that's the extent of that. So that's where.
All right. That's what's up. So you heard them out there. Thank you, sexy divas, for coming through tonight.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So much appreciation. So I'm gonna go into this piece. It's called Inside Our Cover. Shoot for the stars. My night flight arrive at 10:30. Maybe she don't deserve me when I'm waking up early. Allow my willpower to guide me through them smokescreen mirrors. Perhaps an open path can clear us across some rivers. Many thoughts and my views unlock things that are hidden. While I'm sitting having visions, angels singing as I listen. Sounds are so harmonic that I memorize the melodies, transporting myself back to absorb what's in the 70s. Summer loving, stroller moving across the streets and blocks. Moms and pops cuddled up after four wheels stop. Friends of them looking at the baby, me laying still. Bottle with the nipple, bib around my neck, of milk spill. Real for real, the love child will never become exiled. Astral plane is open, so doors the portals spin dialed. Whenever trouble come, It always leave because my heart breathe. Parental thoughts clear. I feel their presence all around my ear. King.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yes. And I can see it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was
Appreciate
dope.
that.
That's what I love about people. See it. Yeah, that was dope.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Look, I'd like to thank everybody out there in the Poetry Corner universe in the chat for checking us out tonight. I know you could have been somewhere else, but you right here with us. So click like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be here next Monday for Poetry Corner, Eastside Connection. Tuesday, Poetry Corner. Every Thursday, the Poetry Corner Westside Connection. And we out of here. Peace, love, and poetry.
Peace.